Your serve alone can win or lose you the game. In this video, if your serve is weak, I'm going to show you how to turn your serve into a huge weapon that puts you on the offense from the very first strike. Also, you're really going to want to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to let you in on a little secret that literally no one talks about, which will absolutely change your mind on the serve. If you really want to maximize your serve, the first thing that you need to understand is the importance of turning your hips and your shoulders. Okay, no matter if you're serving in an open stance or if you're serving in a closed stance, what you will notice is my hips and my shoulders actually start sideways facing the wall. Due to my shoulders and hips being turned, this allows me to actually swing through the ball freely and actually allows my core to be involved, which we'll get to later in this video. The second thing that you want to think about is the uncoiling or the rotation of your core. You may have heard that with the serve, you really want to use those big muscles and not just your arm. And one way that you can do that is making sure that your core and your hips are involved and they're rotating. So from a closed stance right here, obviously my core is face this way. I'm going to be rotating my hips towards my target and I'm going to be swinging through the ball. If I'm serving in an open stance, same thing, my core and my hips are going to be faced towards the wall here. And as I strike up towards the ball, you're going to see that core rotate and actually uncoil towards the ball. And that's where I'm going to get a tremendous amount of power. Before we move on to the next serving tip, remember, serving is only one of the essential skills that you're going to need to improve your game. If you would like to improve your entire game, check out the course we just created at totalpickleballmastery.com or check out the link in the description below. Now let's talk about the benefit of actually having a looser grip, which actually helps in the wrist lag of your serve, which every pro player has when they swing through the ball. Believe it or not, myself and along with all the other pros, as they serve this ball, even if they're serving the ball really hard, their grip is actually fairly loose. So I would actually recommend you to have a grip pressure of 3 to 4, so that actually allows you to be loose and relaxed through your swing. Okay, with this loose grip as well, as I initiate my core to swing through the ball, naturally this paddle will lag behind my wrist, and we call this wrist lag or paddle lag, due to the force that I'm going to be swinging through the ball. So again, this wrist lag should be developed by your swing, and you don't have to manufacture it. If you actually rotate your core and swing through the ball really quickly, you will develop a wrist lag naturally. All right, so now that we have rotated our core and we actually have really good wrist lag and we have that loose wrist, the biggest problem on most players' serves is their contact point, right? To get the most power, optimal power in swinging through the ball, we need to contact the ball just right along our left knee line or a little bit out in front. Again, I can't tell you how many players contact the ball late, and that could easily be fixed just where they are dropping or releasing the ball. So whether you have an open stance like this or a closed stance like this, you will see my left arm extended to release the ball so that I'm ensuring a contact point out in front of me. Now this next tip to completely maximize your serve is critical, and a lot of people miss this when they are serving. And that has to do with having a full, relaxed swinging motion ending high above your left shoulder. It doesn't matter who you watch, pro women or pro men, open stance or closed stance, you will always see them finish high over their shoulder. Why is that? The reason why they have this high finish over the shoulder is because their swing path dictates their actual follow through. So whether they are serving an open or a closed stance, they are coming low to high and their swing is coming nice and around their body, and that is why they naturally finish up here. So it is really important in some part of your swing to get underneath that ball, underneath the contact of the ball, and you're swinging up and around your body, and your follow through will naturally finish and end up above your left shoulder. Now we're going to talk about utilizing your weight and your forward momentum through the shot. This is more prevalent in the closed stance serve, but you will see closed stance servers like a Deco Bar, a Federico Stacksrud, and a Ben Johns, as they come through the ball, you will see their right foot and their weight actually carry them into the court. Now, two things that this actually does. Number one, it ensures that their weight's going forward through the shot, gives them more power. And number two, what most people don't think about, it actually stops them from falling, right? Because if you don't put your right foot down after that serve, you're gonna fall into the court. So it's actually a natural result of catching yourself. So again, I deal with a lot of players and they're kind of like doing this thing and they're swinging and pulling their leg forward. Again, this should be a natural result of your forward momentum. So as I swing through the ball, so I don't fall, my weight's moving forward, and then you will see my right foot come into the court. Today I have Mike with me. He has a really good serve as well, so we'll show you examples of the both of us. Now let's talk about the number one reason to improve your serve, and it's not what you think. What people don't know is that your serve and your drive are very closely related. So if you'd like to actually improve your drive, here's a video here. And if you'd like to actually check out our course that talks about serves, drives, and every shot in pickleball, check out the link here.